What's up, everybody? Dr. Liz here. So glad to have you here for Body Church Sunday service. We're going to give 5 minutes to allow people to come into the room. I'm so grateful that you joined me here today. Your body is so grateful that you joined me here today. Body Church is a place where all of your parts are welcome. And so today, whoever you stirred up during the week is going to be able to move today. You ever have this feeling where you're just like, I'm in a bad mood. I'm in a mood right now. Things are just really ticking me off all day. We don't even need to know why. We're just going to give your body an opportunity to tell its story. The mind is so powerful and it can create stories. You ever enter into a social situation and you're like, for sure this person is judging me, or that person said that because she thinks this about me, and you actually don't know the truth. You don't know. That person could not even know who you are, or not even be looking at you, or think you're the best thing in the world and is just nervous. So our mind starts to create stories that cause reactions in our bodies. And so when those reactions get piled up and piled up and piled up, we start getting hyper reactive. And so when we are reactive, we are quite simply reacting out something that happened when we were younger. And so it's actually our little one inside, the little playful spirit, the inner child. Whether it's a she or a he or a combination of both, or more of an animal spirit, whatever your inner child looks like, talks like, feels like, they're the ones tapping on you saying, hey, it's through me that you get to play and play out all of these stories in your mind so that they're no longer causing you to react. So welcome everybody here. Please let me know how the audio sounds. Do a little mic check. I'm so happy you're here. Please let me know if you're here joining us today for Body Church Sunday service. Why don't you say hello in the chat, where you're from, where you're tuning in from. It's so good to have you here. We'll get started with everything in about 5 minutes. Or 2 minutes at 5 after. So it's so good to have you here today. I am here in London. It's actually hot. It's hot in London, which I didn't think would be possible when I moved here in a torrential downpour. I was like, where's summer? So it's currently July 21st. It is a full moon today. I love taking a full moon day to just like rest and be. It can be quite intense for my system, but it's beautiful. It's a Sunday. We're here. Hi, Kai. It's so good to have you. Kai's here from Mexico, ready to play. Cindy's here from California. If you are like Kai and Cindy, a longtime Body Church member, you'll already know this. But if you're new here today and you're interested in joining us after class to be able to actually speak live, have some integration, have some conversations, you can join us at the membership. So there's links in the bio for you to click on if you are interested in doing that. So by joining the membership, you get access to course content, you get access to more intimate Body Church experiences. You'll be the first to know about any in-person events, and more importantly, there is a beautiful community of people who are very interested in letting all of their parts have a stage on which they can play. And so today we are going to be using the breath and movement. I'm going to teach you a breath practice. We'll get into the body, feel really grounded. This practice is all about sensation. So sometimes when we tap into sensation, it can bring up memories. So the goal is to use the breath, use our mind as tools to keep us in the present moment. So this is not therapy. Make sure you consult your doctor before you try anything, especially something like this, like Body Church. But this is not intended to be therapy. This is a body experience, a sensory experience, an uncensored sensory experience. I found that it was so helpful for me to just dance the stories that my body really wanted to say, wanted to tell me, but we're just yelling too loud in the form of arthritis, in the form of back pain, in the form of rosacea, in the form of water weight gain, in form of retention. And it was just trying to get my attention in order to be able to be danced. And so I'm teaching you how to tap into that awareness, that body intelligence. And so today's Sunday service, I will be guiding you into this practice that I developed. It's called Letchford Spirokinetics. And it's your tool. So from here on out, you can do this in 5 minutes. You can spend a whole day letting your body intelligence guide you. You can do it while you're walking. You can do it while you are in the car, in a cab, stressing out. This guy's going too fast. You can take yourself through this practice so that you don't react outside. You can react out these stories that your body has been trying to get you to gently hear. Hi, Ariel. Hi, everybody. Hi, Austin and Tobias. Oh, we got such a great community here today. All right, everybody, if there's any comments you have, please do let me know. We're going to do our best to have a great little stream here. All right. So why don't we, as I turn the music down, why don't we just take a deep breath here together? We're going to get started. Body Church practice really started from a need to feel and to be able to find stillness in chaos. So we start here from a place of stillness, or as close to it as we can get. Mind stillness, body stillness, presence. And so as you take this next breath, I invite you to slow down the breath itself and see if you can fill up your breath all the way. Hi, Jeremy. I'm so glad you're here. And then as you exhale, I invite you to press out your breath all the way. Just be present with what it's like to, oh, I can actually control my breath right now. Okay, you got that? Do you see how difficult it can be sometimes when the mind is going wild and your attention is being pulled elsewhere? So let's take a moment to really start to permit that attention to be wherever it wants to be. There's loud noises perhaps, or maybe you're thinking about something, maybe there's distracting colors. Why don't you look around? Look around at the room that you're in and just notice your body's distance to the wall, to the ceiling, and to the floor. Really like a GPS locator. Start to locate yourself in this space and orient yourself to where you are. You're here. Welcome. You're here. Happy Sunday. And so feel, I'm closer to this wall than this wall. And then if you would like to move your position, because for whatever reason, and it doesn't have to have a reason, you feel more comfortable, more calm somewhere else, go ahead and do that for yourself right now. To prepare for the Body Church practice, I do recommend having a carpet, a rug, a mat, something that feels really, a bed, something that feels really good to really move and roll. We're not going to be doing anything that looks like cardiovascular or high intensity, but you want to set yourself up as if you were about to do a big, nice, long stretch roll around. So I'll do like 2 mats, either crossed or side by side, or a nice fluffy rug. I'm sitting in a chair right now, so it's totally possible for you to also do this practice from a seated position in a chair, in your car, not while you're driving, on the bus to work, perhaps. It's a good time to do it. In the back of church service. No. So now I want you to use your ears, your hearing. Hearing is a physiological process of sensing waves, sensing electrical signals that enter the ear. So relax into that fact and notice what you hear. What is the loudest sound you hear right now? And what is the quietest sound you hear right now? Can you hear the music? What do you notice in the music? What instrument? What part of this music do you want to follow? What's more resonant to you? Is it the drum beat? What part of it? Can you separate out each individual part? Focus on just the drum beat. Dum, dum, ch, dum, dum, ch. And notice how where you feel that perhaps in your body. If you were to let your body dance to it, what would you do? I kind of want to do this like cool guy sway. Just keeping the beat. How about you? Now breathe into that. Okay, let's switch our awareness to the saxophone. It's that highest note. What if you're to dance with the saxophone? What does your body want to do? Or even breathe with the saxophone. Where do you feel that? All right. Wherever you are, I want you to grip your legs. Start to squeeze your legs and say, I live here. Hello, legs. I live here. Squeeze your feet. Grip your feet. Squeeze. Feel the sensation of your pressure, sensing abilities of your body. When our body senses, it locates itself. The brain's just kind of floating on this meat suit. And so the brain is really, really intelligent. And so when we can't feel our body, when we can't sense it, guess what the brain does? It makes up stories. We are not in our body. We're not saying, hey body, what do you act? What's your story? Our brain's like, no. That hand, ugly. Those thighs, too big. That belly, way too fat. We make up all these stories about our bodies. Even down to, oh, that hurts really bad. Are you sure? Or is your mind telling you that because when you're in pain, you get attention? Ooh. It's real, folks. And so the purpose of this is to equip you with the powerful tool of embodiment. And not too fast, not too slow, but to get you really sensing your body. So let's start to do that right now. First, I'd love for you to start to just rock your sit bones, like shift your weight from the left to the right sit bone. And can you feel the pressure shifting from the left to the right? This is all about presence, sensing presence, body, embodied presence. We have meditation for the mind. And we have stillness and dance for the body. And from that embodied place, as you continue to shift your weight in circles now, first to one direction, that embodied presence allows us to access creative states, problem-solving skills, less stress, more fun, more play, more compassion, more kindness for ourselves and others. So embodied presence is a really powerful tool, no matter what the job is. All right, give yourself a chance to now switch directions in your hips. In just a few minutes, I'm going to be teaching you the breath practice. So as you're moving those circles in your hips, can you feel a connection? Okay, we're doing circles in the hips. Can you start to move that spiral up your body? Feel it up in the lower back, all the way around in the belly. Can you feel it also in the rib cage, in the neck? Can you feel the continuous spiral in your body, or is it difficult to find? Find acceptance for wherever you find yourself in your ability to find that spiral connection. You know, our fascia is arranged in spirals. The fascia is this interconnected network right underneath the skin. It's an extension of the nervous system. And the fascia is like tiny little messengers this little part of the nervous system that says, ooh, hot, cold, touch, movement, and it gives feedback to the brain, and the brain gives feedback to the fascia, and that's how we move, and that's how we sense our environment. It's sensual, it's sensory. And so we see people moving in spirals, and it looks real sensual. It is. They're able to sense their environment because their fascia is connected. They're in their body. They're moving in spirals. So if anyone ever told you being sensual was not safe, not good, then you may be disconnected from the spiral movements in your body. It's not your fault, but today we're going to take one step closer to reclaiming that. Can you move directions? Sometimes that's harder. Can you switch directions of the spiral and feel it slowly move up your neck, up your spine? Today we may move in spiral movements. I'm not going to teach you how to move. I'm going to teach you how to access, hey body, how do you need to move today? Our body intelligence. You ready? All right. So the first part of this movement practice is actually a deep breath in. You are going to take a full breath in through your nose all the way in until you can't breathe in anymore. Do not hold at the top. Instead, fully breathe out all the way until empty. Simple as that. Full breath in to full breath out to empty. Now the trick here is to find a pace at which you can really keep that rhythm of your breath in and out without getting lightheaded, which means the breath is too fast. And without feeling like as soon as you exhale all your air, you have to take a deep breath in. So we're not trying to blow off our CO2, and we're also trying to keep enough oxygen in our bodies to make our bodies feel safe. So it's really important in this practice to listen and let the body lead the way. This is not a workout class where we say, do this body, and the body's like, okay. This is, all right, body, it's your turn. And the body wants to go slow. And the body might have a story that it's scary to go slow. So we're going to let the body give us a little show. So can you find that pace that you can just really hang on? All the way in and all the way out at your own pace. Sometimes that's all we need to get us more oriented to the present moment. But that's not all we're going to do today. So we're going to get the body into presence as well. So the second part of this breath is actually awareness of where you might feel tension or resistance to that full inhale and exhale. So why don't you continue to do that full inhale and exhale, except this time, you're going to notice as you breathe in, it's going to start to feel more difficult, more difficult, more difficult, more difficult until you reach the very edge of your inhale, and then same on the exhale. It's easy, then it gets medium, and then it gets difficult. See if you can map the feeling of your breath. This is very important. This is the second part of this practice today. So inhale all the way, and watch. It's almost as if the straw gets smaller. I like to breathe out through pursed lips as if I'm blowing out like a bunch of candles in a row. One right after another. Can you feel that? I call that the tension field. Do you feel it? It's like there's this invisible force that's pressing against your open, free inhale, your breath. At the very edge of the limits, sure, there's some anatomical resistance. Absolutely. But in the middle and beyond, what is that? It's a tension field. So the tension field is a reflection of how much or how little you are in embodied presence. So if you're feeling a resistance to the inhale, okay, there's like I can't get a full breath of air, some part of you is worried about the future, stuck in the past. So you have these parts of you that are not actually in the present moment with your breath. And if you've ever had a fully present breath, it's the most ecstatic experience. It's just no resistance, full in, full out, and you don't care about anything else. It's bliss. And so if you're experiencing anything other than that, then our goal is to be okay with that, to experience, have compassion for that experience that you're having right now, and know that we've got tools to be able to shift, shall we decide to do that. The next part is my favorite part. So we're going to take that breath, that tension field more importantly, and instead of just sitting here and breathing into the tension field, being like, yep, I'm stressed, okay, now what? We're going to let the body tell the story. So without using the voice, first, we're going to let the body move. So here's what it might look like. You are going to, as you inhale, match that tension field in your breath with pressure in your body. It's going to feel like, almost like that first stretch you take in the morning. So, and you might start having asymmetrical movements in your arms, but everything is owned. Like you're really owning the movement, almost as if you're trying to carve your environment around you out of clay. Let me show you what this looks like. This is just what my body is holding today that wants to express. So I'm going to do 2 breaths all the way in, all the way out. Feel free to join me. And sometimes it makes me want to laugh or cry or get angry. And I don't know if you observe, but I went on a whole journey inside during that experience because my body had so much to say. And so you might have heard crack or pop that happen. My body is naturally realigning itself because we're engaging the fascial network in our release. It's not just breath work that's blasting us off. We're actually remaining in the body as we slowly unwind at the pace of the nervous system. So I invite you to try this now. Deep breath in, inviting your nervous system to lead the way. You'll feel the inhale. As soon as you meet that resistance, that tension field in the inhale, match it with your body and go slower than you think. So this is a slow motion exercise the whole time, all day, the next half hour. Very, very slow. Now, as you continue doing that, I'm here in the chat if you have any questions. And you might want to be on the floor laying down. You might get up and stand on one leg. You might have one hand that goes a little wild. You might want to scream. You might want to cry. Let your body do that. Your mind's job is all the way in, all the way out. Your mind right now is a soldier. Breath all the way in, breath all the way out. Release to the body. Let the body lead. That's your mind's job. Your body's job is to dance, is to express. You can imagine you're almost watching yourself as if you were on stage. Now for the next few minutes, I'm going to guide you in a little spoken word poetry. This is our Sunday service. And so this is the church for the body that I never got. I love singing. I love dancing. I love worshiping in the traditional ways. But I never had a place to really let all parts of me worship, dance, sing, pray. And so this is the place for that. My little gremlin parts, they might want to make a face. The little girl who's scared to take up space. So we're preparing your body for the human experience, the human race, but we're going slow motion. And so I'm giving your body some lotion by speaking in rhyme. So if your attention starts to leak, put it back on this cadence this time. This is an invitation into you. So allow these messages to just flow on through if they don't resonate. But if they do, let them hit and then experience what it's like to be you. You can sit, you can stand, but start to feel your hands touching the part of you that maybe you can't stand. You hadn't planned to touch today. You love it so much. So why do you say anything else? Why do you look and tear up yourself? You got a hook in you that you have to look a certain way. Why? Let's pray about it. Let your body fly. Breathe in all the way, breathe out. Let your breath lead the way. And if you doubt you can feel, you won't, because that's real. So start to put your mind on keeping time, keeping breath. Let your body unwind. So let's relax and see what we find. Start to lay back and offer your mind some compassion. It loves to chime in on the action. But let your skin start to speak. What would it say? What would it teach you? How would it pray? How would it meet you, greet you today? Hi, nice to meet you. I'm your skin. Would you say, all right, well, come on in. Continue breathing and dancing your way through this story. I'm sharing it here because otherwise it's boring. So let it go in your ears. The rhyme keeps your mind, it gives it something to do because the mind is always trying to listen for the next word. And so let it calm your brain as your body takes up space. Hello, my name is Skin. And I love to cover up all the blood within. And so when I start to get cut, I start to get touched, I start to be broken. It's okay, because I'm now open. So do you know how broken skin heals? First we coagulate, and then we reveal a matrix, laying down collagen, like the web of your lungs. So breathe it all in and watch as your skin becomes the story. Where do you like to be touched? Skin, you ask yourself. Oh no, that's been a sin. Don't pass yourself off. You have so many touches untouched. So why don't you hold your skin like that person you love so much? Let it feel. Let it heal. Let it hear. Let it speak. It's clear when you do. So if you feel like you want to let some sound through, do so. And know that it's you. You're so ugly. Say it. You're so gross. You're so gray. If I would have made me, I would have chosen a different color. What do you want to say to your skin? Let it out. Otherwise, you keep it in. Let it shout. Let it scream. Let it cry. It's your scene. It's why we create stories. It's to feel. You're safe in here. We know it's real if you feel it. So if you feel fear, keep breathing through it. Let it dance. What have we got here? This is your chance. Go really slow with your movements. You're still moving, you know. We're tuning your body. So be patient with yourself. And now it's an invitation to rewrite those stories. What'd you say to your skin? That's all right. Hey, it's not boring. But we fight ourselves. It's the war inside. And so that's what we find. We find the great divide between the body and the mind. We got a lot going on inside. So let's go in. Speak it out. Call out all the things, all the sin, all the doubt, all the wrinkles, all the ow. They're all sprinkles. When you put pressure on coal, we create diamonds, you know. So all those blemishes, they're just shining out. They got a story to tell too. You're not abhorrent. You're just getting clues. You got a story inside. Those are energies, those thoughts. And when we make them enemies, well, sometimes we lose the plot. But if you start to friend your body, I know it can feel like a lot, but start to move even slower and start to breathe soft. Sometimes we can really move over our nervous system capacity. So come on back in. Can you feel your spine? Look around. Find something that shines or makes a sound. Anything. It's our church band. So stand up and give yourself a hand. You wound up here. Might not have been what you had planned. But this is how we untangle our fear, and that's just a taste. And so call all of yourself back into this place. Breathe up your back and breathe down with grace. Feel your roots anchoring down. In whatever place you're in, give it a sound or woo-ah. Thank you, London. So that's a message from this London town. This little body to you. Talk to your skin. Let it come through. You got a lot of stories in you. Your skin's seen a lot. It's felt a lot. It said, ow, that's hot. We robbed ourselves of our stories. So let the body speak. Your life will not be boring, I promise. But you have to meet the stories that might be honest. Ooh. And you might fight them. That's your ego. But that's all right because we know. We go softly into that dark night. We cough and we pee and we all poop. That's right. So you get to speak to all of the parts of you that you may have turned the lights on. Nope, don't want to see you. Why? That's your song. That's your dance. Your body is what helps put you, those chants, put you into a place where you can feel space. You can feel grace. You can heal. And when you breathe, that's the key. You reveal, oops, I need to set my body free here. And that's the truth. So squeeze your feet, say, I am here. And that's my little church, my dear. This is Body Church, y'all. It's just a little Sunday service just to get you feeling the practice, a little taste of what it's like. If you're interested in going deeper, please join me at bodychurch.com. Check out the membership, send me a message, come join in. For those of you who are members today, we're gonna have a little extra special time together after class. We do it every Sunday. All of us get together. We talk about what hit, what resonated, what's going on in our lives. And you're able to ask me any questions about, hey, I'm going through this and I don't know what's going on. I feel like I can't talk to my doctor, my physical therapist, or my friends because they don't understand. This is a safe place where all of your parts are welcome. I got this way because I'm a doctor of kinesiology and rehabilitation science. I studied the body so deeply, and I listened when people said, I'm dealing with this thing. And when corrective exercise and medications and all of the things I learned in my book studies didn't work, I found the deeper that I went into investigating why this person was in pain or dysfunction, I always came out with the stories we tell ourselves. Stories, family stories, stress, just the stories. And so I took myself on this ride and came up with this practice, and it has completely changed my life and countless lives of other people who have been a part of Body Church for the past year. Blood panels changing, awareness changing, self-compassion, friendships forming. So I invite you, if you like me, we're like, listen, I'm weird and I move different and my body has this story that it wants to tell, and I feel like I don't have a safe place to just, this is your place. This is why I created it. I created this for me first, and then I invited other people into it. It turns out other people feel the same way I do, thank goodness. And so this is a safe place for you if you do feel resonant. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. My name is Dr. Liz Letchford. It's an honor to have you here at Body Church. Please let me know. Thank you all so much for being here. Please say goodbye before you head out, and I will see everyone in the members only chat on our Zoom room. Hi, Lauren. Hi, Kai. What's up, everybody? Hey, Tobias. I wonder how you like that, Tobias. Jeremy, I wonder how you're feeling, brother. I love y'all so much. Let's do this. All right, any questions? Please subscribe, follow. You will get alerts for when we are live, when we have new footage up. I've been traveling the world, collecting data. So our members have a lot of insight, a lot of previews into the really cool stuff that we're doing. I love y'all so much. Thank you. Thanks, Kat. It's so good